literally. You had this robot that, was sent here to clean up Earth because, when all the humans left to space, so you had to take down, an evil robot. So, it's kind of like Wall-E. So maybe Pixar was big fans of this game growing up. Who knows? I don't. All right, now it's my only new GameCube game. Uh, Evolution Worlds. Oh god, it's glitching out, ain't it? All right, stop glitching out. Thank you. All right, Evolution Worlds. So, all right, now this game, this was actually the very first RPG I've played. Like when I was a little kid, this was the very first one. This is the one that got me loving role-playing games. Um, and I definitely would recommend this to anyone that wants to get into the role-playing game genre because it's a really easy RPG. And so we got a really interesting story. Um, and everything's just, it's a lot of fun. It's like a dungeon crawler kind of. You have to go these different like uh, labyrinths or something and try, just to work your way through it and then fight a boss at the end of each one. Um, and it's really cool. Man, I've been looking for this game for years, and I could never find it. Whenever I would find it, I couldn't get it at the time. But I finally got it. I love it still, even though it is kind of easy. But one thing I don't like though is this one level in the game where you're going against this guy that kidnapped Linear, which is this girl right here. And when you're trying to go rescue her, oh, by the way, those of you, this was on the original Dreamcast, but it was Evolution 1, Evolution 2, or was it Evolution World 1, Evolution World 2, I don't know. But this is a combination of both games. This is Evolution World 1 and 2, or Evolution 1 and 2, whatever. But, it's a really, but like when you go this level, you can't leave and then you can't train, which I kind of find incredibly stupid. Like I'm stuck at this boss fight, and I'm trying to find help, like I'm trying to look up help, but everyone I watch uses a character that I don't have, or my characters aren't strong enough and aren't at the abilities that they should have by this point. And so, I don't know. I just wish I could go back, but whatever. The game designers decide you shouldn't, and that's probably because I'm at the part where you're finishing the first evolution, or evolution world, whatever. So that's probably why they won't let you. Whatever. But yeah, evolution worlds. Alright, now to the final section. Got 6 new Wii games. Starting off with Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Alright, now, as you all know, I do have the first Metroid Prime, and comparing that to this is a lot more fun than the first Metroid Prime, in my opinion. I mean, you all can say the first one's better. Maybe Metroid Prime 2 is better. I haven't played Metroid Prime 2. But I do like this game a lot more, mainly because this one actually gives you an objective. I do find that it does give you an objective for the game. Whereas, as far as I know, in the first Metroid Prime, the only objective is just finding all your powers again and then just traversing the land. I don't know, I'm not that far in the first Metroid Prime, and I haven't played it in a while. This one, you do kind of start off with a lot of your powers, but, you still have to get them again for some reason. You do start off with a lot more than you did in the first Metroid Prime, and the graphics do look kind of similar to first Metroid Prime, which isn't a bad thing. First Metroid Prime looked amazing, and so does this game. Um, and this also, I'm not sure if Metroid Prime 2 had it, but this one has voice acting. Not other M voice acting. Samus doesn't talk. I don't have an opinion on other M and Samus talking, because I haven't played it. Um, but all the other characters talk, and it's actually pretty good. I like listening to the banter between certain characters. Too bad it doesn't last that long, but yeah. I mean, it's a really fun game, really fun for Metroid fans, really fun if, you like, exploration games, because you have these vast worlds to explore, and you can go pretty much anywhere in these worlds. So, yeah. So, Metroid Prime 3. Alright, next up is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Alright, now I've played the first Mario Galaxy game, and comparing it to this feels like it's just an expansion pack. Like, you know, And the reason I say that is most Mario games introduced a new mechanic that wasn't in previous games. You know, Mario 64 was the first 3D Mario. It incorporated a couple abilities that allowed you to get around this 3D world. Yeah, Super Mario World was the first to use uh, Yoshi. Mario Brothers 3 had so many new suits in the world map system, and so many things. Uh, Super Mario Sunshine had Flood. You Mario Galaxy was the first to have gravity. What does this game add? Yoshi? Yoshi was introduced in Super Mario World, not this. What's new added to this that hasn't been in previous Mario games? It's like this was just came out to hold us over to another Mario game came out. Whatever, but I do love this game. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. Um, but yeah, it's a really fun game. It's not really all that challenging if you've beaten like the first Galaxy. I've beaten the first Galaxy. I don't know how many times. Trying to get ready to play this game. 'Cause I thought this game would be a lot harder, but it's not. Like, it got like, I think I got like 60 stars without, like, easily. Like, none of them were really challenging except for purple coin stars. And that was just because I would keep missing one every now and again. And plus you're on a time limit for those. But that's really it. Maybe once I get to the green stars, it'll be challenging, but that's about the only challenge I could see so far. I mean, I haven't beaten the main story yet, but this game just seems so easy. And I'm like halfway through. Well, not really halfway through the main story, not halfway through the game. But yeah, that's Galaxy 2. Alright. Next up is the Blob. Yes, I said that weird, because I like saying it weird. Alright, this game, this is a third-party title, and a lot of people consider it one of the Wii's first good third-party titles. There was a sequel made for it, to Blob 2. I haven't played it. But what you basically do in this game is that you have all these inkies, I think is what they're called. People that inked Corporation. And they came to take all the color away, as you can see from the back. It's your job to restore the color as the Blob. It's a really fun game, and the one thing I love about this game is that the coloring in this game is matched so perfectly to the music. Like every time you color something, the music will change or something. It's a really nice touch that I love. The more you paint, the better the music gets. So it's really nice to hear that kind of thing. And the story is hilarious. Like the characters are hilarious, story's hilarious, and I just love this game. It's a lot of fun. I haven't played it on multiplayer. I haven't played the mini games. Yeah, there are mini games in this, and there's a free paint mode, which I also haven't tried out. But yeah, this game is definitely a lot of fun. I wouldn't really say it's that challenging because um, the only challenge I've faced so far, and the only reason I sometimes fail missions in this game is the jumping controls. The controls for jumping are god-awful. Like, maybe they fixed it into Blob 2, I don't know. But what you do to jump is you shake the Wii remote to jump. No, that doesn't work when you're trying to do very precise jumping on a small platform. Ugh, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Okay? Because there's one mission where you have to jump off this train and then jump from a billboard